Blessed love and blessed night. Boxing world, fight world, boxing nation, fight nation. This is real life boxing. I hope everyone had a good and safe weekend. I hope everyone had a productive weekend. We out here working. So this is the first installment of a new series that I'm doing on my channel, and it's gonna be titled "This Weekend in Boxing," and it's just gonna pretty much cover, in a nutshell, everything that happened in the boxing weekends when we have exciting weekends like we had this past weekend, April 7th. It was Errol Spence Jr versus Hurd. It was lit. You had James DeGale against Caleb Truax and J-Rock Williams versus Nathan Gallimore. Yeah, and they was all pretty good fights. You know what I mean? They was all pretty good fights. The first fight, J-Rock and Gallimore is Jamaican. It was tough, but I think he just kind of folded under the pressure. You know what I mean? And the next fight with DeGale and Truax, it was a little sloppy, but DeGale pulled it out still. And then you had the big fight with Lara and Hurd, and that was a good fight. Lara's tough. Hurd is tough too. Hurd just kept walking him down. Lara didn't box, like he usually does at all. Like, he stood in the pocket. I don't know, what his motives was behind that. Maybe he got tired of people saying he's a runner and stuff like that, but it didn't really work out for him. If he would have boxed, he probably could have made it an easier fight and possibly won, but he stood there in the pocket, and you know what I mean, he did what he did. Still, he's a tough dude, and I give him mad props, because his eye was looking like Kell Brook's eye, and he didn't quit. You know what I mean? He didn't give up. So big ups to him, big up to Lara, and big up to her, because Hurd fought good, and he was taking some shots too, and he just kept coming forward and doing his thing. So shout out to both of those guys. Shout out to everybody on the card, and it just looked like it was lit. You know what I mean? Floyd was at ringside. Jermell Charlo was at ringside. Errol Spence was at ringside. I think I even seen Jesse Vargas. So it was just lit, man. It was lit. And yo, shout out to all the YouTubers that covered that shit. Shout out to Ego. Shout out to Barbershop Conversations. Shout out to I think Fight Hype was in there. Yeah, I think Fight Hype was out there, and a few others that I think Dante was out there too. So shout out to all those guys, because YouTube just been lit. You know what I mean, the whole weekend. So shout out to all those dudes that's, you know what I mean, that's covering those fights and giving it to us in real time as it happens. That was dope. Even at the event on the day before the fight was dope too, with all the interviews that Ego and them was doing with Charlo and EJ, Errol Spence. That was nice. So it was lit. You know what I mean? It's a good look for boxing. We need more stuff like that. And those are crazy experiences, because I went to the Wilder Ortiz fight, and it was lit. You know what I mean? It was just a crazy experience. Like, those are experiences of a lifetime. So I encourage all you true boxing fans, anyone who considers himself a real boxing fan, or, you know what I mean, even a casual, I definitely encourage y'all to go take in some live events. They're not really that expensive. Most of the time you could get some good seats, you know what I mean, for a good price. And it depends on the fight too. Like, the tickets for those fights last night probably weren't that bad. You know what I mean? Because even the tickets for Ortiz and Wilder weren't that bad either. So I definitely encourage, you know what I mean, true boxing fans to go out and experience some of those live events. And even if you can't make it to one of the big events, like, check out the local boxing events in your area. You know what I mean? That are a little bit less expensive. You know what I mean? Because even those be lit. Because I've been to some in my city, and they be lit. You know what I mean? So shout out to all those dudes, all the media, the YouTubers that covered it. It was lit. You know what I mean? They had YouTube popping. It was a great weekend. It was a great weekend in fights. I know there was some fights I think in Mexico today. I'm not sure who it was, but y'all, if y'all want to look into those, you check those out too. I know there was some fights in Mexico today. Yeah, my son had a karate tournament today. He does taekwondo. You know what I mean? He's a state champion, the red belt, middleweight champion in taekwondo. But we go to the karate tournaments too and do our thing over there. So he came in first place in sparring. He came in third place in forms. I mean, the forms are a little bit more difficult because those karate forms be crazy. But I like taekwondo as a fighting sport better than karate. I think the skill set is better than karate. So my son is a standout in karate. He got first place in sparring, third place in forms. He got like a 6-foot trophy, but he ended up turning it in for a short sword. You know what I mean? They was running low on first place trophies, so they said if you wanted to trade it in for a short sword, you could do that. So he traded in for a short sword, got his first sword today. He already got millions of trophies, so it was a good look. You know what I mean? Had a good weekend. Like I said, I hope everybody else had a good weekend. This is Real Life Boxing, and this is the new series, This Weekend in Boxing, and it's brought to you by Real Life Boxing. So hit the like button, subscribe, please and thank you, and make sure to hit the bell, the bell icon, so you could be notified when I'm going live, and you could be notified when I you get that notification that I uploaded something in real time. You know what I mean? So hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, share the videos, tell me what you think. This is a new channel and I'm trying to get it up and growing, you know what I mean? So I'm starting this new series, original series by Real Life Boxing, This Weekend in Boxing. So if you haven't, you know what I mean, checked out the fights, there should be some replays coming on. It was on Showtime. I don't know if you'll be able to find them like on YouTube and shit, but go look for those fights if you haven't seen it. You know what I mean? There was some good fights. It was a good weekend. We got I think the next card is Broner and Vargas, so that's gonna be lit. I'm gonna try to do some streaming live, you know what I mean? So yeah, everybody have a blessed night and be safe out there. Peace and one love to the whole world, not just the boxing world. Alright? Be safe out there. This is Real Life Boxing.